Alright, so just sitting or lying comfortably where you are, we want to draw our attention inwards and become aware of our physical body and our feelings and our thoughts. And we're just going to relax the mind for the next few minutes.
I can't. I keep wondering when he's going to go.
So we're going to take in 3 deep breaths. And we're going to let go on the mental, the emotional and the physical level, okay? Breathing in, taking a deep breath, full of oxygen. Aware of our mind and our thoughts, and just relaxing the brain and allowing those thoughts to clear, and knowing that we don't need to hold on to any train of thought. We can just be calm and allow thoughts to pass. On a second deep in-breath, we're going to become aware of our emotions and our feelings. Breathing in, filling the lungs with oxygen, and relaxing on the out-breath. And just being aware of our emotions and feelings. And on a third deep breath, we're going to become aware of our physical body. So breathing in and feeling all of the body, closing the eyes, and just releasing on the physical level, letting go of any stress or tension. And breathing in deeply. We're going to take 3 more deep breaths just to oxygenate the body. We get plenty of oxygen on board. So a deep breath is when you breathe in and then you breathe in even more. Once you think your lungs are full, you take in an extra breath of air. So we'll do 3 of these deep breaths. Ready? Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. And feeling the body's chemistry change as we saturate the blood with oxygen and pump out from the heart to the rest of the body. And this time we're going to take 3 deep breaths, and after the 3rd deep breath we're going to let go of the air completely from the lungs, and we're going to hold that breath for a while so that we desaturate. And at the end of that desaturation, we'll take about 30 seconds. We're going to inhale and hold the breath. Okay? So 3 of those deep breaths. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in as big as you can. Breathing out, empty the lungs and hold. Breathing in. Hold the in-breath. Squeeze it up into the head. And relax. And just breathing normal. And that was 1 round.
And he's still there.
Oh yeah, he's participating. He's well aware of what we're doing. Okay, you ready to do another round, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to participate this time?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. What will happen is you'll start to get endorphin release from your brain. Okay, and this is part of the healing process. Also, while you're doing the breath hold, you'll become acutely aware of what your thinking processes is, and you'll start to feel your body starts reprioritizing oxygen to the brain and the heart. As you start going without breath and oxygen, it makes sure the brain is getting oxygen and the heart is getting oxygen. It'll take blood away from the periphery, away from your hands and feet, and it'll recirculate that up into your brain, which is how we start to get control of the autonomic nervous system. It's a manual override of autonomic functions. And the second time you do a round, you'll be able to go much further with the breath hold. And I must admit, I wasn't very relaxed then, so I need to sort of relax into it a bit more. While you're in that breath hold, you want to minimize any exertion. Any kind of movement or brain activity will burn up oxygen faster. So the less activity you do in that hold, the more still and quiet you become, the further you can go with that breath hold. And we'll do 6 in-breaths this time, so we'll go a bit further on the in-breath. Okay, so just getting ready for that process now by breathing in and getting oxygen on board. And then we'll start the 6 deep breath holds, followed by an out breath and hold. And we'll be able to go much further on the second round. And then the very important thing is the in-breath and saturate and hold. And you can actually kind of squeeze your abdominals and like sort of imagine you're pushing the air up into your head, and it will make sure the brain gets a full resaturation of oxygen. So nice and calm and relaxed. Let's take 6 deep in-breaths. Here we go. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. Last one, make it a big one. Breathing in. Fully out. And hold. And breathing in, big in breath and hold and push up into the head. "15 seconds. And when you're ready, just relax. That it's very important that last in breath you hold it in, so that the so that you get the saturation there. So it's an intentional oversaturation, desaturation, and then resaturation, and that restarts all of your metabolism systems. It changes the pH of the blood so it is more alkaline, and cancerous cells cannot grow in an alkaline environment. Bacteria does not survive in an alkaline environment. So it prevents infection. Okay. Very, very challenging to facilitate it and do it at the same time. I wasn't able to hold very long, I felt. And if we were doing this for real, you would do 20 in-breaths on the first round and 30 on the second. And then you're able to go up to 2 minutes in a breath hold. So if you're ready, let's do a third round, and we'll do 9 of these in-breaths, and you'll really start to feel your chemistry changes. You'll get dizzy in the head. Okay, you'll start to feel the oversupply of oxygen, but that's okay. Your body will store that in the muscle tissue. While you're doing the breath hold, if you go long enough, you'll notice the adrenaline kicks in. That's when you've really got your autonomic nervous system in action. When the adrenaline releases and it's trying to make you breathe, if you can calm yourself at that point and go a little bit further, reassure yourself just quietly and gently that it's okay, you're not being starved of oxygen, there's enough oxygen on board, then you'll be able to go a little bit further in the breath hold. And when you get the resaturation, Try and hold that in-breath for 15 seconds so that you get a full supply of oxygen back. So start the deep breathing process, and then we're going to do 9 deep in-breaths. Just turning the attention inwards. And if you really starve your brain of oxygen, you'll hear your thinking processes start to go quiet, and you want to settle into that quiet place. It's the equivalent of accelerating years and years of meditation practice. Okay, we'll do 9 in-breaths. Breathing in. 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 Last one, go big. Breathing right in. And release. And relax and hold. Hold the in-breath. Now breathe in and hold. Breathe in and hold, right? Big full in-breath and hold it in so that your blood gets saturated again. And then relax, okay? And you'll feel the chemistry changing. You're forcing this chemistry change in the body, in the blood. And that in turn affects every single organ. Okay? So that was a very basic demo. The real deal is 20 breaths. And you'll find at 20 breaths you're struggling to remain conscious, and then you desat and you can go a lot longer. And what should be happening now is you're getting opiates released from your brain. You're starting to feel more pleasant and tingly. It's all about breath control. Okay, so let's bring our attention down into our toes and our feet. Just wriggle those feet and toes, just being aware of how they feel, being aware of the ankles and the calf muscles, and just giving some gratitude and love for how they're able to carry us around, and we don't even have to think about it. We just take one step after the other all day long with not a thought. So our upper legs and thighs, and let's tense those muscles up in the legs and toes and feet. Just hold them tense and tight as you can squeeze that tight, and tension, 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 and then when you're ready, relax the feet, and you'll feel the shift in blood pressure. When you're squeezing those muscles, you're squeezing your blood pressure up tightly. When you relax them, blood flow flows back down and you get the tingly sensations. Bring our awareness up into the abdomen and the belly, where we have our intestines, our stomach. Let's just visualize that we're going within there, and we can see our bladder, and our kidneys are connected to the bladder. We have 2 kidneys. We have the adrenal glands sitting on top of the kidneys there, just giving thanks and feeling what those cells might be experiencing in there. They work there all day long, filtering blood. All of your blood gets circulated through the kidneys, and they filter through the nephrons and the tubules, and they take the waste and the toxins out through the urethra to the bladder. The bladder's connected to the external body, and really it's like a big tube all the way down there. Okay, the groin, the diaphragm above the stomach, so the stomach and the esophagus. The diaphragm, like a muscle, like a bellows. Every time we breathe in, it's condensing the abdomen and pressurizing the intestines and bowel, which activates the motility of the bowel and squeezes the digesting food processes through there and mixes those digesting food processes with the blood. The blood then takes nutrients from the food and distributes it through the major organs of the body, providing nutrition and energy sources. So breathing deeply, feeling the lungs, feeling how the lungs push into the abdomen, and the release of tension on the out breath. Becoming aware of the lungs functioning. We have 5 lobes of lung, 2 on the left sitting underneath the heart and 3 on the right. And we can breathe into each of these lungs individually if we want to. People have trained themselves to do this. So we just want to become more aware of the breathing and how that brings oxygen into the body by passing blood covered with oxygen to the heart. The heart then pumps out up to the head and the shoulders and the arms, but also simultaneously down into the abdomen and down through the legs to the toes. The feet and calf muscles are then pumping blood back up through the legs, up through the central core of the body. Along the spine we have the major arteries and blood vessels, and they pump blood back to the heart, which then pumps blood back to the lungs, which then picks up the oxygen from the breath, which then takes oxygen-soaked blood back to the heart, which then distributes it out to the body, which then deprives the blood of oxygen, so the blood becomes blue. Blue blood is oxygen deprived, which then goes back to the heart in a figure 8, back to the lungs. We soak that blood with oxygen in the lungs, it goes back to the heart, it goes back to the body, and it does this all day and all night without you even having to think about it. So we're just taking this moment to actually think about these processes and feel these processes as they happen in real time in our physical body. Saturating with oxygen, and then just relaxing on the out breath, even deeper and calmer. And becoming aware of the hands and fingers, bringing our attention to the thumb on the right hand, bringing our attention to the pointer finger on the right hand, our middle finger, the ring finger, the little finger on the right hand, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand. These cells are busy working. There's a lot of activity there all the time. Bring our attention up the right arm, up to the shoulder and across the shoulders, down the left side of the arm, the left arm, the elbow, the muscles there, the forearm of the left arm. Bring our attention to the back side of the left hand, the palm of the hand, the little finger on the left hand, the ring finger on the left hand, feeling those individual components of the body, bringing our mind's awareness into attention of these parts. The ring finger, the middle finger, the pointer finger on the left hand, and the thumb. Feeling both arms together and both legs. We call these compartments. These are the compartments of the body, and they all work together, but any one of those compartments can be shut down as well. So we're very grateful that they are functioning on our behalf without us even having to be aware of their functioning. They just automatically do this. So breathing in with gratitude, saturating the blood, relaxing on the out breath, even deeper, being aware of our thoughts and our mind, but not needing to be in control of thoughts or reach any particular conclusion. We can just let the train of thought derail for the moment, knowing that we can come back and finish any ideas that need to be completed later on. But for now, we're just going to feel all these functions in our body. The breathing, the heart rate, our feet and our toes, the blood supply down to our legs, and the venous return back up to the heart, the central core of the spine in the body, and our lower spinal muscles holding us in place, holding us upright as we walk around through our day. Breathing in with gratitude and relaxing even deeper on the out breath. The sunlight shining on our legs and the weight of gravity holding us to the earth. And bringing our attention up into the head and the face. Let's become aware of our face muscles and our scalp and our ears, the jaw muscles and the neck. And we're going to tense up our upper body and our head. We're going to create a lot of muscle tension by holding tightly the face muscles, the jaw muscles, clench your jaw tightly and hold. The shoulders, the neck, the arms and fists, hold as tense as you can. And when you're ready, relax and feel the shift in blood pressure. You can give yourself a squeeze, like a blood pressure squeeze, and then you can relax, and those blood vessels will relax even deeper and calmer and allow more smooth blood supply, oxygen flow through the body. Breathing in deeply into the lungs, circulating to the heart, circulating out to the physical body, calm and relaxed. Being aware of the mind's activity, but not needing to follow a thought to its conclusion. Just recognizing that's what we're doing. We're thinking now, we're thinking a thought. But we don't have to. We can just let the thought pass. Just let it go. Anything of importance we can come back to later on when we finish this relaxing process of just appreciating the sun on our skin, the healing of our wounds through plentiful supply of oxygen. Providing oxygen to the body improves the healing process and the growth of new cells. We can even visualize the oxygen being distributed to those parts of the body that need healing and repair. Relaxing the mind, focusing on the breath, breathing in, and relaxing on the out breath, even calmer. Gently feeling the areas of tension and just allowing them to be there, because on each breath we breathe in and we relax even deeper and calmer into the body, into the mind, into the emotions. And knowing that we can easily access this place of calm anytime we step back from the world and all of its drama. There's that calm place within. Breathing deeply, aware of the thoughts but not attached to the thinking process. Allowing the mind to be calm. Feeling the heart rate, feeling the breath, just following the breath. And if you're ready, you can come back to normal consciousness, or you can stay there a bit longer. It's always nice to be calm and relaxed.
He's gone.
That's right, that's our signal to finish it up. You see? We've done enough. I'll turn that camera off.
Has he moved to the top branch?
No, he flew off.